You're watching Brazos Valley This Morning on KBTX News 3.
A parking lot now filled with cars, kids, and families enjoying a fun evening at Urban Air, a trampoline park, was a different scene Friday night. Police say a man named Timothy Wilks and a friend did a prank robbery, running at a group with a butcher knife. That's when one in the group shot Wilks, unaware that it was fake. Police say it was being filmed as part of a YouTube video and that no charges are being filed right now. People living nearby said they heard the whole thing.
I was in my room, right? So I was eating, and I dropped my burger. So much shots.
Now, about that friend that police mentioned, I reached out to police to see if that unnamed person will be facing charges. I haven't heard back yet, but a lawyer I spoke to says this video could mean legal trouble for that friend.
I'm sure that the people involved in this would like to characterize it as a prank, but it certainly seems to be a prank that went seriously awry.
Prank videos are popular on YouTube, but the difference between a monetized channel or a reality show versus just two citizens pulling pranks is an extra level of protection. Insurance to protect against pranks gone wrong. Copycat citizens wouldn't necessarily have that. As for YouTube, Harvey says the company itself isn't in legal trouble, but they do crack down on videos that promote harm or illegal acts. As for what happened here Friday, Urban Air and the businesses next door didn't comment on what happened, but the neighbors who live nearby,
I was like, dang, that's crazy,
say it's beyond them why this happened.
So, for obvious reasons, this isn't the kind of video I would make on this channel, but because this incident occurred so recently, and also because it's just very interesting, and I've had a little bit of experience knowledge of this whole prank scene from years ago, before even having any interest in politics, I was thinking about just commenting a little bit on it. So, if you don't know, and maybe you'd be happy or not knowing, but hey, you already clicked on the video, there was this piece of shit named Timothy Wilks who wanted to be a YouTube prankster, and apparently was. I think his channel might have gotten taken down. I don't think he was that big. Anyway, the thing is that within the scene of YouTubers who make prank videos, or you want to call them, they hire these people who are in on the prank. So it's acting, it's fake. Yes, you could say it's lying, although I'm happy that they were lying compared to, well, what happens when you don't lie, as in the case of Timothy Wilks, is that somebody will pretend to rob some people, and then they'll realize, oh, hey, I'm not actually robbing you, it's just a prank, bro. And they'll be like, oh, it's just a prank, and, because they hire these people who are actually in on the prank. I don't see the humor in it. There is no humor in it. If you could find what's comedic about it, please type in the comments. I'd love to know. Anyway, I think these channels are very parasitic and cancerous. So either one of the two things, either they're always lying to their audience, so you can't even get a genuine reaction when it comes to those being pranked, or they're not lying, which is even worse, and they're just fucking around with some innocent people. They're just annoying the fuck out of people. And of course these people are going to get angry, especially seeing that you're putting it on video for people to see on YouTube. It's a dick move. It is the definition of a dick move. In fact, if we are going to give an example of it, in any dictionary to provide a literary example of a dick move, you would write someone who makes prank videos, or most people that make prank videos anyway. I have no interest in them, but I'm interested in them a little to say that they're terrible. So I'm interested in them to that extent. But anyway, that's not what we're going to be talking about. So this person, Timothy Wilks, actually genuinely believed that all the pranks that these YouTubers make were genuine. That no one was in on the quote-unquote joke, and that's joke with big air quotes because there's no humor involved. And so, for some reason, he thought it would be funny or a good prank or whatever to rush this random person, this guy, who he had no contact with previously, so two people, him and a friend, wearing some Halloween mask with butcher's knives. Because if you see someone doing that to you, if you just out of nowhere, that person's attempting to kill you. Apparently it was a fake robbery prank. But obviously, because this person was not in on the joke, and there is no joke to be fair, but because he wasn't hired, he said, oh fuck, there's this person going to kill me. And so he whipped out his gun, and he shot that motherfucker. He just unleashed a few caps in him. And I don't blame him, because that's what self-defense is. He had no idea. And it's a disgusting thing to do. Honestly, even if the guy hadn't hadn't killed him. I feel like Timothy Wilks should have received some punishment, and his friend for what looks like attempted physical assault or attempted murder. It is absolutely insane. Aside from the fact that there's no humor in this, and it's also a traumatic experience, whether or not someone even dies, I don't understand what reaction he was expecting to get from people on YouTube by doing this. But anyway, Timothy Wilks is now dead, which is good. And hopefully, I'm just begging, this serves as some kind of lesson to all the people online who think that these jokes are funny or benefit people in any way. It's not beneficial. They're terrible. But this is someone who took it so far, they thought it would somehow be a good idea to rush someone with butcher's knives in his hands. Just disgusting. Now, the guy who shot Timothy did so in self-defense entirely. He did absolutely nothing wrong. He obviously posed a genuine threat to this man who was wielding a gun because it's America. People wield guns. And this is a good example of, a justifiable case to do so. Self-defense. Yes, the person, wasn't going to kill him. But honestly, in that moment, concerning how many people, would kill you, it's completely a reasonable thing to do. Who would expect that it was just some dick fuck who was trying to prank him? Nobody. Because that virtually never happens. And the only time it ever does is when there are staged actors, as I've said, pranksters lying to their audiences. Now, here's the thing. I remember a long time ago, because it was years ago, there actually was this hatred towards the YouTube prank community. People who didn't do things like this, not near as bad, but who would fuck with random people in the streets, would literally stage robberies, commit acts of false imprisonment, commit literal crimes like that. Just terrible fucking pieces of shit. Nobody wants to naturally associate with them. They're terrible. And so people all over YouTube would shun these YouTube pranksters, would mock them. But nobody would ever suspect that someone would go this far, would pull a prank like this that could put their life in danger. I don't know how it didn't enter into Timothy Wilks' head that someone might pull out a gun on him and kill him. Which was not a bad thing, because I think he deserved to die. See, here's the thing with the whole, it's just a prank, bro. It's just an attempt at comedy. It goes beyond pranks. It really just relates to any attempt to try and be funny that isn't funny, involves fucking with real life people. Let's say hypothetically, this guy returns home after a long day of being fucked to death by capitalists, wage laboring away his life. He gets home. Oh, finally, it's his time to possibly relax or whatever, right? Maybe he was intending to spend some time with his kids. But oh, wait. Turns out some guy had broken into his house. And also, he was torturing his kids for, like a day or so when he was out. And, they sit down by the table. And the guy who had returned home said, "Oh my God, you tortured my children. You've killed them. You've cut them up. You've decapitated them. Oh my God. I gotta call the police. I gotta do something." Then the guy who murdered these children looks him in the eye and says, Don't worry. It's just a prank, bro." And there's this moment of silence. But then the guy who came home starts laughing. Oh, and they're both pointing fingers. Yes, for midnight for, and the guy who killed his children is like, laughing, just having a good old time. Like, it's just a prank, bro. Oh, man, for midnight I thought it wasn't a prank. Like, I didn't know, man. Like, don't worry, it's just a prank, though. Also, I was sexually abusing your daughter for the past 10 or so hours. But it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank, bro. Just so you know. Also, I'm going to torture you and kill you as well and probably sexually abuse you, but don't worry. Because it's just a prank, bro. These people, at least like the Timothy Wilks level of depravity, could see some prankster literally gun down an entire orphanage full of children, but as long as he ends it with, "It's just a prank, bro," apparently no cruelty, no crimes, no depravity has actually been committed. I hope people don't actually think like this, but I know that Timothy Wilks probably did, which is pretty fucking disturbing.
It's just a prank. just a prank. Don't you like pranks, bro? I guess you don't like pranks. I stole your car, just a prank, bro. I fucked your wife, just a prank, bro. I gave you AIDS, just a prank, bro. It ruined your life, just a prank, bro. Can't just people understand that